Are you losing weight, but the last bit of belly fat just won't budge? No matter how hard you cut carbs or how long you fast. After coaching 180 guys, I found the real reasons 90% of men never see their abs. So I'm going to show you how to make your plan easier, not harder, so you can finally lose your belly fat for good. But before we dive in, make sure you grab the free checklist I put together for you below. It'll help put all this into action. But just one thing, don't skip ahead. The checklist will only make sense if you stick with me and watch this to the end. Let's get real about losing belly fat and seeing abs. Most guys think it means looking like a dehydrated underwear model. I've done that. Trust me, you don't want to. Science backs me up. Living below 10% body fat can wreck your hormones and tank your immune system. Not worth it. What actually works? Hitting that magic 12 to 15% zone. Your stomach's flat, you'll see your abs, and you can keep it without obsessing over everything you eat. The real challenge isn't losing weight, it's keeping it off. That's the difference between the 10% who win long term and everyone else stuck on the yo-yo diet ride. If you've lost some fat and you're doing everything right, losing that belly fat can feel painfully slow. There's a reason for that, and it's not carbs or hormones. That's stubborn belly fat. It's like the house guest who shows up early, eats everything, and refuses to leave. Visceral fat, the dangerous stuff around your organs, usually responds pretty quickly when you get into a deficit and start losing weight. But that pinchable fat on your lower stomach, it hangs on for dear life. And here's why. The fat cells in your lower belly are packed with alpha receptors, which basically tell your body, hold on to this fat. The beta receptors, the ones that help you burn fat, are outnumbered. That's why losing fat from your lower stomach is so much harder than anywhere else. So patience isn't optional. That belly took years to build, and it's not disappearing after a week of salads and gym selfies. I've seen it firsthand, like my client Tony. After 2 weeks, he was frustrated. Only 2 pounds down, I don't think this is working. But 10 weeks in, he was 15 pounds lighter and feeling better than ever. Week 18, he hit 15% body fat. A year later, he was still lean, still enjoying life, and not struggling to keep it off. What changed? He finally understood that time and consistency beat quick fixes every single time. But knowing belly fat is stubborn is just half the story. The real problem is what most guys actually do to try and lose it. And that's where things usually go wrong. Trying to lose belly fat without tracking your progress is like throwing darts in the dark. Maybe you'll hit the board every now and then, but you've got no idea how close you are to the bullseye. Most guys do exactly this. They guess, they hope, and they wonder why they're still stuck, or worse, sliding backwards. Here's the reality. People who actually track their progress are much more likely to keep the fat off for good. But most men either obsess over the scale, panicking at every little fluctuation, or avoid it completely. Neither works. Here's what does. Weigh yourself at least 3 times a week, ideally every morning, and focus on the weekly average, not the daily ups and downs. Take progress photos every 2 weeks, always in the same lighting and same poses. Use a tape measure for your waist, because waist size tells you more about your health than even body fat percentage. Think of the scale like your speedometer. It tells you how fast you're moving, but not if you're on the right road. That's why you need all three: weight, photos, and waist measurements. Together, they're your GPS for fat loss. And the most predictable way to lose belly fat: track your daily calories. Not 4.5 days a week, 7 days a week. If you were saving money, you'd track your spending every day, right? At least I hope you would. You wouldn't just wing it on weekends and hope for the best. Yet many men act like tracking calories is a waste of time. If you did only one thing for the next 6 months, just one, it should be tracking your calories accurately. Of course, tracking alone isn't the whole story. The real problems start when guys get impatient and try to speed things up. And that's when it gets a whole lot harder than it needs to be. My friend Michael and I have known each other for over 20 years. In that time, like me, he's tried every diet under the sun. especially carnivore. Every time it's the same story. He goes all in, drops a bit of weight, feels miserable, life gets busy, he cracks, regains everything, blames something, and then starts the cycle all over again. Despite all his effort, that stubborn belly fat never truly budged. 7 months ago, he finally admitted, I just can't stick to carnivore. So I told him, you're trying to hammer in a screw. The harder you hit, the more damage you will do. And the screw still won't go in. For most guys, extreme diets just aren't sustainable. But once Michael ditched the all or nothing approach, brought carbs and veggies back in, started eating fiber and let himself live a little, everything changed. He's nearly 20 pounds down now, even after holidays and diet breaks. He trains just 3 times a week, nothing crazy, and he's still hitting personal bests. Extreme dieting is like trying to drive across the country without stopping for gas. You might get a head start, but you'll break down halfway there. The real science, the best diet is the one you can actually stick to. I've watched so many guys go keto or carnivore, fall off, regain everything, then blame carbs or their genetics, not the impossible plan. And it's not just about food. My client Dan was training 7 days a week and still couldn't lose the gut. When I suggested fewer workouts, just 4 solid sessions, real progression, proper recovery and daily walks, he thought I was crazy. But 5 months later, he finally lost the belly, and a year on, he's still lean and still happy. You don't need to stack on endless cardio either. Just walking every day can make a bigger difference than an hour of intense cardio. NEAT, basically all the movement you do outside the gym, not just walking, can burn up to 2,000 extra calories a day. That's huge, and it doesn't wreck your body. But even with a perfect plan, the next trap gets everyone at least once. One of the biggest roadblocks to losing fat for good, shiny object syndrome. It's like constantly switching lanes in a traffic jam. Every time you think the next lane will get you ahead, but you just end up getting stuck, frustrated, and going nowhere. If you just stayed in your lane, you'd already be there. You know how it goes. You jump from one diet trend to another, buy the latest gadget, and try every new supplement that promises miracles. A new fat burner? Gotta have it. Some revolutionary workout system? Sign me up. Magic tea that melts away fat? Why not? The supplement industry is built on selling hopes, just like the casino is built on selling the idea that the next hand will finally be the winner. But just like the house always wins, your belly fat stays put. Most men forget new doesn't mean better. The basics of fat loss haven't changed in decades. The only thing that's changed is the marketing. Look, I don't fully agree with the Eat Well guide, but the reality is that less than 0.1% of people in the UK actually follow it. You can't keep blaming the marketing hype or the guidelines. That's not what's holding you back. So what if the real answer isn't about finding the perfect plan, but actually sticking with one until the end? And once you commit, there's one habit that pulls everything together, the habit that separates men who finally transform from those who stay stuck. Trying to eat healthy without any prep is like showing up at the airport without a ticket or a passport. You know where you want to go, but you've made getting there almost impossible. Studies show that decision fatigue wrecks your food choices. Bad decisions spike in the evening. When you're tired, hungry, and busy, willpower isn't enough. That's not weakness, it's just being human. Think of decision fatigue like your phone battery. By the end of the day, you're running on 10% and just trying to survive. Some form of food or meal prep, that's your portable charger. The solution isn't more motivation or discipline. It's building systems that work even after your initial burst of enthusiasm fades. Here's what actually helps you stick to it. Plan your meals ahead and plan around your real life. Got family dinners? Save more calories for the evening. Always have backup meals or foods ready for chaos. I keep pre-cooked chicken, potatoes, and frozen veggies on standby. I'm not trying to compete for MasterChef, but I'm preparing for when life gets messy. Just try it yourself. Prepping single ingredients in advance. Chopped veg, pre-cooked chicken or cooked chicken, portioned carbs, This isn't about being perfect. It's about making the right choice as easy as possible every single day. Now, you've got the strategies, but as I said, maintaining your results is key. And this is how you can do that. You've done the hard part. You've lost the belly fat. Now comes the step that trips up 90% of men from actually keeping it off. Most guys treat maintenance like the end of a Netflix series. You finish the finale, then forget about it. But keeping your results isn't an ending. It's the start of a new chapter or the start of a new season. Think of your body like a garden. Getting lean is the landscaping, the heavy lifting, clearing out the junk, planting new habits. Maintenance, that's the regular watering, the occasional pruning, the daily attention that keeps everything thriving. Here's what the research says. The habits that got you lean are the same ones that will keep you lean. The only real change, you get to eat a bit more. And with that comes more flexibility. Just like you get a pay rise, you now have more to spend. Take Dave, one of my clients. He lost 28 pounds and finally ditched the belly fat he'd been battling for years. 6 months later, he messaged me in a panic. Do I need to change my diet? I'm scared I'll gain it all back. I asked him, if your car is running perfectly, would you swap out the engine? Of course not. Maintenance isn't about finding a new plan. It's about sticking with what works and making small tweaks. Here's what successful maintainers actually do. They keep tracking their weight and measurements, just maybe less often, maybe weighing themselves 2 to 3 times a week instead of every morning. They eat the same foods that got them lean, just in slightly bigger portions with a bit more flexibility. Protein stays high, fiber stays up, and they don't suddenly bring back foods that never worked for them. Their daily steps stay in that 8 to 10,000 sweet spot. But the biggest shift is identity. They stop thinking of themselves as on a diet and start seeing themselves as someone who simply takes care of their body. It's like driving a car. At first, every move takes effort. Eventually, it's second nature. The actions didn't change, but your relationship to them did. That's the real secret to keeping belly fat off for good. Not new tricks, but making the right habits automatic, like brushing your teeth. Now that you've got the full roadmap from losing the belly fat to keeping it off, let's bring it all together and make the whole process even easier. Looking at everything we covered, you might be thinking, how am I supposed to do all that at once? And you're not. And the most important insight of all, real lasting change happens step by step, not in one giant leap. This isn't about dropping belly fat for a few weeks. We're building a body and a lifestyle you can actually maintain for decades. Think of building sustainable habits like building a brick house. Each brick needs time to set before you stack the next one. Try to rush it, pile on everything at once, and the whole thing crumbles. In Atomic Habits, James Clear suggests that if you tackle one habit at a time, you've got an 80% shot at still crushing it a year from now. Try to change everything overnight, that number drops to 8%. We're not after quick fixes. These habits are the foundation of your new normal. So here's what to do. Write down all the changes you want to make. Then ask, what's the smallest change I can make right now that will have the biggest impact? Start there. Think of it like compounding interest. Small, consistent deposits pay off over time. Each habit builds on the last. Here's how it can look in real life. Weeks 1 to 2, just track your weight and measurements. Don't change anything else. Get used to monitoring if you're not doing that already. Week 3 to 4, start tracking your workouts and nutrition. Record your weights, sets, and reps. Focus on small improvements. Weeks 5 to 6, add more daily steps. If you're currently at 3,000, don't try and jump to 10,000 overnight. Add 1,000 a week until you hit your goal. This approach might feel slow in a world obsessed with instant results, but think about it. Where would you be right now if you started this 6 months ago? And more importantly, would you still be lean a year from now? Remember, the goal isn't just to arrive, it's to stay there. These aren't temporary hacks. They're the building blocks of a lifestyle you can actually live with. If you're serious about finally losing that stubborn belly fat and actually keeping it off, it all comes down to this: sustainable habits, solid tracking, and a healthy dose of patience. Is it flashy? Nope. But it works, and more importantly, it lasts. If you want a step-by system that walks you through the entire process, check out my strategic body blueprint. It's made for busy men over 30 who want real results without the crash diets, without the endless cardio, and without turning their lives upside down. If you're interested in working with me, apply below. Like I said, I've helped hundreds of guys like you finally make lasting changes. Now you know why most men never lose their belly fat and exactly what to do about it. If you want to make fat loss feel even easier, check out the video I made a few weeks ago. I lay it all out step by step. See you there.